Hey, what's going on, man? This is your boy, Mr. Baby Daddy, man. Say, look, I just came up with this idea, right? And and it got to do with us. You know what I mean? So when you be in that relationship with that female and you get her pregnant, right? So let me explain to you how important that is. And I'm actually preaching to myself because it just hit me, and I'm like, God damn, I wish somebody would have told me, right? So say like you out here and you messing around these streets and you doing your thing. Then one day you get that telephone call talking about she pregnant. Now it's cool, but did you really think about what you just did? And a lot of us don't think about that at all. We just out there doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no difference. We ain't even thought about it. We ain't even really want you as our girlfriend, but you know what I'm saying? Since you're around and you're doing the things that a girlfriend do, you'll do. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, right? When you get that girl pregnant, you really don't think. You know, if y'all like been together for years and went to college together, you got your degree and you know what you want to be, but the ones who coming out of high school, middle school, 20s, you ain't really thinking about every angle that this thing that it can go. Because one of the things that I know when a man really ain't thought about what he actually doing is when you hear a man saying, I don't want those guys around my kids. I don't want men to be around my kids. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm not getting it, because if you would have really thought about if you were gonna be with this female, that should have came in play. You telling her that you don't want no man around your kid, but you not there with your kid. You not in the house with the mother. So how do you tell her that you don't want other men to be around? Because if you would have really thought about it, like thought about everything and thought about everything it was gonna take for you to be with her, what you gonna have to give up, what you gonna work harder, you couldn't be out in the street as much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta quit doing that illegal activity. You gotta quit messing with all these different females. Did you think about all that before you told her, I don't want another man around my kid? Because if you would have really thought about it and put all that stuff in order to you actually really having a relationship that you need and a relation that you wanted because you wanted your family, you wouldn't have to tell her that you don't want no other man around because you're gonna be the man in the house. Think about it. And the thing is this, right? So these talks is not me telling you ain't a thing about you. These talks is me letting you know, if I would have had somebody tell me what I'm telling you, then maybe I would have made a better choice on the way that I look at women, the way that I actually sized them up. Because when I was younger, I didn't look at women like women. I looked at women like something that, you know what I'm saying, like some you like, you know what I'm saying, some the cute, you know what I'm saying, some got that ass, but we ain't never think about her having her own ideals or her actually wanting to be somebody herself instead of her just falling in line with what you trying to do. And that's when a lot of things get confused, because what you have is going on, but the way that the world is, she gonna be able to conquer her goals quicker because they working with her, you know. But just think about it, man. Say, look, before you get that girl pregnant, before you out here wilding out at the club, doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, pills, drugs, kicking and all that, if you one of them type of guys that say you gonna be there with your kid, you gonna be there with your family, there's a lot of shit you gotta do to get there, man. You know, and just because y'all kicking it and y'all doing the things that y'all were doing You know what I'm saying? Before she got pregnant, smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? Drug dealing, you know what I'm saying? Keeping a job, not keeping a job. All that shit look different in her. All this shit look different in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may be still able to do drugs together because if she a drug addict, she probably won't quit. Then if she a drug addict, then she probably won't mind that you selling drugs because that's the way she can keep her habit up. But say you with a girl that don't sell drugs and you sell drugs and she don't like you being around it and you get her pregnant, say, man, that shit gonna be... Say, look. You know, half the battle is into thinking. The other half is just asking the right questions. You just can't be with a motherfucker. Y'all just kicking and smoking and drinking and you don't know nothing about her. You don't know what she want to be. You don't know who she want to be. You don't know nothing about her background. You don't know if she came from foster care. You don't know if she had a good family. You don't know shit. You just out here smashing shit. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just smashing shit. Yo. Keep smashing shit.